think otherwise, except I haven't gotten anything.
I haven't got that email I usually get.
Oh, wait, maybe.
Is live. Okay. Good morning. Please be seated. Sorry about that. We'll be passing the collection plate shortly. We need a new microphone. All right. Glad that you're here today. Welcome to Sunday Morning M.A.S.S. I'm Lou Gallagher.
Corvette Ronnie.
Ronnie, how are you?
I'm good.
You know, a lot of people think we just hang out all weekend long. Kind of seems like all weekend.
Uh, well, yeah,
No,
it's a
I mean,
couple hours.
they think that we just hang around each
Oh,
other
yeah.
all day,
No.
every day. And that's not the case. I don't see Ronnie. I may see him every week, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
You
about right.
Get to see your buddy every single week,
Yeah.
minus a few. In either case, Ronnie's had a full week. I've had a full week. We've got a lot to get to today. We've got some Fen talk that we're going to jump into in just a moment. Hit us up on the live chat right now. If you're new to our program, what do we do on Sunday Morning M.A.S.S? Well, it's kind of free form.
Yeah.
And we don't stick to any one topic for very long.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of depends on your comments and how that goes. And we will be checking them out. Good morning to Sasha this morning.
Jimmy Slow-Mo.
Hey, Slow-Mo, what's going on, brother?
And Chad K.
And Corvette Ronnie is on the live chat. I am unable to do that.
Well, you can, but then the video stops.
Where will we be then?
Yeah. So we had to pick or choose.
You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose.
Just can't pick your friend's nose.
Who would want to do that?
Sometimes if
do you want to pick my nose?
If they got something just hanging, right at the edge, I would go in there with some tweezers.
So is this the first time you've had a mustache for any period of time before you had to shave it?
Oh man, I haven't shaved my mustache in forever.
Oh, really?
I've shaved my goatee.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where I had that, I had a goatee when I first retired, and then
you couldn't have that because you kept working.
Went back to work.
But mustache is okay.
Yeah, mustache.
Now the mustache I thought was in question because the breathing apparatuses.
No, it's because it goes around here, so that's why you can't have anything. You got to be clean shaven here because of the our masks, our gas masks.
So if I have to put that mask on, I'm going to die, huh?
You're going to get some leakage.
Leakage, you say?
And which is okay if it's just like pepper spray or something. You're going to be uncomfortable. But if it's like sarin or some poisonous gas, then you're going to die.
I don't want to do product placement, so
you'd be the parakeet in the cage, so to speak, that the miners used to use.
I have a parakeet in the cage, by the way.
Yeah.
His name is Buddy.
Well, if you ever wake up and he's dead on the floor, you might want to open some windows in your house.
Well, that's how I discovered my last bird.
Really?
It was on Father's Day, too. I woke up, and my bird sleeps, right on my dresser.
Yeah.
And I look over there, and there she is, bottom of the cage, dead.
Yeah.
So I did get... Great, I just got notice. We're live.
Hey!
Somebody really should have told us, huh? All right, so first off, the first thing that I want to talk about with Ronnie is the hot topic right now in the Fen Treasure community. And that is that Dale Neitzel has come out and said, allegedly, that Forrest needs to be left alone and we need to stop sending him email. Okay? Now, that's the message that I got.
Has anybody else heard that?
Well, we can start there. Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Sasha will jump in there and Jimmy Slow-Mo as well. Where's Jason? Has he checked in yet?
I have not seen Jason, but Hooli and Rick Clemenson's here. And
Rick says his power is off, and we're going to get to that, Rick.
Yes.
Coming up in just a minute.
Yeah.
This jumped out at me, so I want to touch on this first. And a lot of people watch our show for fan information. So this is the hottest topic going on, Ronnie. What have you heard?
So we got an email, but not from Dale.
No.
Was it from Mike?
Yep.
I think. So I think it was from Mike Nodine.
Nodine, I'm sorry.
And said that basically Forrest was getting a little overwhelmed with the number of emails coming in, and that
they estimate some 200 a day at least.
Right, and so it needs to stop. The email that I got though also went on. It listed a few other little bullet points.
Well, the way that I understood that email, and I don't know if anybody else got it, I would think so. It was kind of like a top 10 list of things that he has said in an email to Forrest this last year. That was my perception. And some of them were, not funny, and others I thought were a little funny.
Yeah. Well, and Jimmy says he'll email Forrest and ask him for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, Jimmy. Hey, okay, so now Ronnie, you've never emailed with Forrest.
No.
It would be pointless for both of us
Yeah.
to do it. I mean, that would just be. And see, now I can understand this, but to this degree, the man is 89 years old.
Yeah.
And God knows how many years he's going to have left. His wife, according to reports, is frail. And that is not a good condition to be in.
No.
And saying, gee, I hope she feels better. I don't know if one recovers from being frail. Frail to me means brittle bones, and a tiny frame, and not a lot of body fat.
Means you have to be careful.
Sure.
You have to be very careful with everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I know.
Now, I haven't confirmed that exactly with Forrest. And at the same time, and in the next breath, let me say that I have not emailed him in at least 2 months, I think.
Right.
And I'm not looking to say, I'm not bugging him. But what I am saying is this. If you think about it, there are people that are sending him, and Ronnie, God knows we know this,
Yes.
ridiculous suggestions as to where the treasure is hid.
Right.
And here's the thing. He's not going to help you.
No.
He's not going to say, well, you're close.
No.
He's not going to say you're way off.
No.
And so my question is, what do you hope to accomplish by sending him an email? Now, the exception that I see to this rule is that his birthday, certainly Christmas, a Christmas card, even in snail mail, would be great, don't you think?
I think it'd be wonderful.
He'd love that. I bet he'd put them up all over.
Yeah.
And that's great. It would make him feel better. But he has to literally open these emails to get him off his, unless he wants to click them as unread.
Which, you know what? There are a couple people that I get kind of an excessive amount of Fen email from.
Mm-hmm.
And I see their name and I see the first line of the email. And it's like, you know what? This is like the 8th one today.
Right.
Sorry, I can't look at them all.
No.
I get like 30 or 40 Fen emails a day sometimes.
My phone goes off. I would not, my phone, the sound is never on. You literally cannot get me. Do not try to call. You cannot get me on the phone. My doctor can't even get me on the phone. So I feel like there's something I'm losing in my voice, Ronnie. Let me take a sip real quick.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we, as a tiny little YouTube channel, have so many notifications that we get via comment, via email, via our website, via Facebook. That one post that we had recently about California garnered 55,000 views.
Yeah.
And some 990 shares. And every time there was a share, I got a notification.
Yeah.
Did you get them too?
No.
Oh,
No.
sound like you did.
No, but I was watching.
You're right.
I was watching them and like, yep. There's
Now
nothing.
look, here's the thing.
Which is great.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love that you find our show interactive. And if there's one thing that we promised our listeners when we first started doing this, is that we were going to be very available to you.
Right.
And that's a great plan.
Yep.
But as things continue to grow, and God knows we're grateful for that on Sunday, um, there's more and more notifications, and so Forrest Fenn is a national treasure.
And I'll tell you, Sasha absolutely hit it right on the
All
head.
right, fill me in. I'm the watcher.
She says that unfortunately, those pleas won't be heard by the worst offenders. So, which a couple of the people that email me excessively, I've flat out told them, hey, I glance and I delete. I can't respond to every email you send.
Uh,
And trying to
hard as I
tell them,
try, I feel the same way.
I'm trying to tell them, hey, consolidate it down, take all your thoughts and put them into one email a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at it. If it needs a response, I'll respond to it. But some of them are just they're insane ramblings
Yeah.
sometimes, and so
Yeah.
you can't possibly respond to all of them. And same should be thought for Forrest. Hey, if you have something, again, there's things that he's not going to respond to at all, and nor should he. But you know what? If everybody just took that into consideration, I think it would be he'd have a lot easier time of it.
I think so too. And see again, I have this weird brain, and you people know this. I try to figure out. I took psychology in college, and I did very well in it. And I try to understand the motive behind what a person does. And in this case, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah.
Now, whether this is true or not, Ronnie, you're saying you're not sure that Dale posted this. Hi, Dale. What you're saying is that it's not true. You don't think that this is.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it come straight from Dale, so I can't say whether it is or not. But I mean, regardless of that, I'm sure the man gets thousands of emails. The way I kind of I'm envisioning it as somebody reaching out to a celebrity. So I'm sure that Sofia Vergara gets 1,000 emails a day too, from crazy people that want to marry her or whatever the case can
I
be.
didn't say marry. I didn't want to marry her. Oh, you're not even talking
Celebrities,
about me.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
celebrities in general
Gotcha. Now I understand.
get you know emails, and probably a lot of people have like a personal assistant where
Wouldn't have been nice.
they go through and they screen them for him. Forrest doesn't have a personal assistant. So he's getting everything that gets sent to him, he has to personally delete. And I'm sure it's overwhelming.
Yeah. All right. So enough about that. On another note, there has been a coming together of some Fen-forceable people, Fen-force people, the people that you've come to know as Fen searchers who have a YouTube show or whatever, that there's been a coming together. If you check out Sasha and Jason's page, Fen Treasure Hunters, on Facebook, that's the name of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. They have mended fences, and I think that's a great thing. Does Sasha want to hit it on anything on that, Ronnie? You can, if she wants to talk about it briefly.
Oh, we'll see.
Would you watch out for it?
Yep.
And then the community, and I can't speak for it, but the community is very separated right now, much the way America is. And there are some people who it's believed to be are taking advantage of making money from the Fen treasure. And, I feel one way, but the truth of the matter is America is a capitalistic society.
Yeah.
And this is a country of freedom, and you can follow your dreams.
Well, you'll notice that every major event that comes out, whether it's a tragedy or whatever, within a day or two, there's somebody selling T-shirts with a parody of it or something. So, you know what? People are doing whatever they want to do or whatever they can do to make a little extra money on the side.
Sure.
So,
But see, it's supply and demand, people. That's it. I always say to younger people that I know and work with, or whatever I come in contact with, always follow the money. Always follow the money first. So, what I'm saying is, if there are coins available and people want to pay money for it, they're going to. If you don't think it's a good thing, don't buy a coin.
right.
It's your money. That's freedom. You're allowed to do what you want to do with your discretionary income. It's not for me to say.
Well, Sasha is saying that peace is good for everyone, and it absolutely is what Forrest wants.
I think so.
So I think that there looks like maybe there's beginning to be a little bit of a handshake deal between some of the Forest Fen people, and I agree. I think that's a good thing. And you know what? It also can't hurt as far as searching goes either, to have several people, and there are some smart people looking for this treasure, to have more than one opinion, and yeah, I think that's an upside.
Okay. I say right now, we wash our hands of this.
Yep.
And we start over fresh.
Yep.
Let's try to be a Fen community that cares about one another, that cares about bringing correct information, mending fences, lending forces, coming together.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. The snow has come down.
Oh boy.
I've seen a lot of people who are in, the area in New Mexico as well. And so the search for the treasure is over once again for the season.
I think so.
Unless you have a Sasquatch buddy, you ride him on his back or something through the snow. But you're going to have to split the treasure with him. That's something to keep in mind.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Big.
You ready to move on, Ronnie?
Yeah, let's move it.
Okay, we have big news.
We do?
Yep.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
You want to take it?
Well, the show.
This show
is now available on iTunes.
What iTunes,
yes,
you say?
iTunes.
Do you mean in a podcast form?
It is in podcast form on iTunes.
Holy moly.
Which is, my daughter had been asking for that.
Exactly, and you told me, and so I did it.
Because she wants to listen to the show.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen on your portable device, your, whatever, and it'll play in the background. She can listen to it through her car while she's...
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, while she's going to or from work.
How cool is that?
It doesn't burn up a lot of resources, and it's pretty straightforward. So I've actually got to watch a couple of the shows. It is different with no picture, although there is a video available. If you want to see a tiny little thumbnail,
right,
you can actually watch the video of it too. But it's just sound, and having been there when all these shows were recorded, I like it. I like the format.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good to grow the show that way.
Yeah. Jimmy said we need to grow the show.
Yeah, you got to grow the show. So that's what we're doing. Oh, and that reminds me, Ronnie, I'm working on a little something too.
Oh, all right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so Men Are So Smart is now on iTunes. You can search for Men Are So Smart, or you can search for Gallagher Entertainment. One of the two will get you there.
Yep.
And leave a comment.
Yeah.
You can do that as well. A review. We have one review, Ronnie. Let me see if I can get to it real fast.
Wow.
I'll
I'll go back and I'll look at some of the chat. Let's see.
Thank you.
Jimmy says, Hooley says Jimmy must need a hug.
Oh, Jimmy, I'll give you a hug.
Chad K says congrats on the iTunes. Sakar says, sounds like more IT help may be needed.
No, I got this.
Actually, kind of figured it out. Yeah, Lou he found a site, figured it out, and they're on there.
I spend an afternoon doing it, I'll tell you that.
And it's kind of funny when you post a video on iTunes, it takes like a day and a half or so before it's
It took
approved,
3
right?
freaking days, dude.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, oh, maybe today. Read the review, Ronnie.
Okay.
There you go. I don't make shit up.
It says, love their YouTube channel, and this is even better. I can listen to the show while driving, and the show's length matches my commute time. How about that?
5 stars.
Whoa!
5
Dang.
stars. First review.
Doesn't get much better than that. Actually,
Um,
that's it. That's all you can do.
did we move the camera? Because I feel like I'm trying to get into the shot.
Yeah.
Look, you can't even see my ear.
Well, you know what? The camera I just noticed is off center. We moved the table, but we didn't move the camera. But don't touch it.
Don't do it. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'll try to sit more still. How's that?
yeah. Don't move.
Ronnie, Californication is on fire right now.
Holy cow! We are surrounded by fire. Nothing. We're not in peril
No.
right now. But as close as Oak Grove, which is just
40 minutes maybe from
yeah, maybe 30, 40 minutes from here, is on fire. There are lots of fires. The wind today is blowing, even here,
Oh, it's gusting. I heard it all this
maybe
morning.
40 miles an hour,
Mhm.
which does not help the firefighters at all. So it's pretty bad.
Ronnie, you are a first responder, not so much on a day-to-day basis anymore, but certainly in your career you have been. First responders, it takes a very special person and I mean that with all sincerity and as a compliment to you and respect. Firefighters are much the same. And
Yeah,
here in California, we have these fires all the time.
yeah,
And I don't want to get too political on this one, but there is a lot of talk of mismanagement of funds by a particular power company.
yeah.
And I don't want my power going off, so I'm not going to mention them.
Well, what needs to happen is because this fire, the one up near Sonoma, very likely was started by this power company when
Bingo, that's it.
the winds shorted their wires out,
Mhm.
and
They
lo and
drop
behold,
into highly flammable dry grass and brush.
yep. And so once again, this power company is probably at the root of a lot of the fires we're seeing right now.
Now, there was an estimate of over 950,000 people who would be affected by the power outage.
Let's just call that 1 million.
I know.
That's 1 million people.
I didn't want to exaggerate,
Yeah.
but I mean, it might as well be. And these people are put out for days with no power. And Californication can be a place where there's a lot of looting that takes place.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of scams. But most importantly,
Yep.
people are losing their entire life's valuables and literally watching them go up in smoke. And they're going to be stuck with having to deal with insurance companies,
Yep.
whether to rebuild or not. And so who's at fault? And I don't like to be a person who points fingers, but Ronnie,
Well, what needs to happen?
who's going to pay for this?
Yeah, well, this
It's
power
me and you,
company.
trust me.
Oh, we are. We will pay for
Yeah.
it through higher utility fees.
Exactly.
But this utility company needs to go through, and this should have been done decades ago, is bury your lines.
Mhm.
A
Yeah.
lot of the lines are in extremely rugged and
Rural.
rural counties.
Absolutely, Ron.
But regardless, that's where it's the worst.
Mhm.
Some of the people that are facing evacuations right now, they were in, I think they said it was the Tubbs fire 2 or 3 years ago, and now they're looking at it again. So to have your life start from, as low as the, ground zero 2 or 3 years ago, and then now again, that's insane. Should never happen like that. That would be. We had one year. Was it last year that the Paradise Fire? I think it was
Yeah.
2 years ago.
No, I think it was
It
last
was
year.
last year. It destroyed a whole town.
Right.
The whole town is gone. And I have a friend. He was my college roommate. His parents owned an orchid farm in Paradise.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Yeah. and leveled it. They took their check and they moved to Florida.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you rebuild? I mean, what's going to change? And these are, again, Ronnie is saying, these are areas where they have to put up power poles where there's no source of water or, fire departments.
Chad's asking if it's common to be burning this late in the season. So the problem is we haven't had a whole lot of rain, and so the vegetation is kind of dry.
Mm-hmm.
And so all it takes is one spark, and it's off and running. And then you add 40-mile-an-hour winds that we have here, and that's not even the worst of it. There was some where it was up to 70 miles an hour gusts, and that's impossible. You cannot. The firefighters almost have to just watch it burn and get out of the way
Mm-hmm.
because they can be overtaken.
Well, it's more of a control. What they do is they surround it. I know how you talk about when you do searches. What do you call that?
Grid searches.
Grid searches.
Yeah.
That's essentially what fire people do too. They're not standing out in the middle of the fire trying to put it out. They're trying to saturate the area so it doesn't go any further for containment. And that's how they measure containment.
Yeah, and
So,
Rick Clementson, who's pretty local to us.
Oh, he's here, yeah.
He's in the foothills in El Dorado County. Power has been off since yesterday. No time frame or when it will be turned back on. I've actually heard that Monday, which is tomorrow, at the earliest. But
not with these winds we're having today.
If the winds keep
No
up,
way.
and fires kind of create their own weather system also.
They do, like a tornado.
Yeah,
almost.
and so even when the wind dies down here, it can still be kicking up pretty strongly in and around a fire. So,
well, God bless our firefighters and God bless our neighbors, fellow Californians. One of the things that just about everywhere you live, there's something that happens that you have to be concerned about with a natural disaster.
Yeah.
And more often than not, you think earthquakes in California.
Oh, man.
But California geographically is the largest state, isn't it? It's bigger than Texas.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Either way, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but you get my point.
Yeah.
We don't all live at the beach.
Right.
We don't all surf. We don't all say dude. No. All right. So
that's hella crazy.
It is. Firefighters, away from your families, the sacrifices that you're making, sleeping on cots, eating food that's brought to you, or working 12-hour shifts. God bless you.
Yeah.
And I mean that with all my heart.
Well,
I wish there was something I could do, but there isn't.
Our department will also be sending law enforcement to some of these areas.
I would hope so.
To help out because their resources, a lot of these rural counties, they might have like 6 deputies.
Oh yeah,
They're small counties.
Yeah,
and they're stretched out, and they don't have a lot. They might have a couple resident deputies, but they're small numbers wise, and we have I don't know 15 or 1,800 deputies, something like that. So we can spare a few that can throw a few things in a go bag and go up and help them with prevent looting and what have you. So, and evacuations, we do a lot of times when we do these things, we do evacuations. So, hopefully it all comes through and the winds die down and we're back up and running.
All right, something happened last weekend that was incredibly weird. We have a local TV station here. It's Channel 31, and it's called KMAX. And they have a program that runs every day called Good Day Sacramento.
Yep.
And
I've watched it for maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
I remember when it first started with Marianne and whatever that guy's name was. I can't remember now.
Well, Marcus Allen, I think, and Tina McCool, I think, were part of the original
both
crew.
People that I worked with growing up in the radio business. Yeah. Both of those guys. Girl and a guy. So they're doing a live shot because last weekend at our big expo, it's called Cal Expo.
Yep.
Imagine that. A lot of thought. They had the International Car Show going on. And I think they had somewhere near 500, 600 cars on display, new and old.
Mostly new.
Mhm.
It shows all of the new 2020 models, but then they also had a section of cars because one of the groups that I belong to put out, hey, if you want to put your car in the show, Cal Expo is accepting, I don't know, 100 cars or something like that. So 95% brand new cars, and then just a few spattering of old classics.
Okay. So this reporter goes out, and his job is to bring you the information on the car show and really try to get you out there to see it. More than likely, it is a, a marketing exchange.
Yep.
The International Auto Show probably advertised on the station, so they said, "Well, we'll come out and we'll cover it," and they did. So they send this guy out on a Sunday morning, and it's funny because last weekend, you may remember, we did Saturday Morning M.A.S.S.
Right.
Okay, so for the first time in about 5 months,
We were not here on a Sunday.
and I didn't have to get up.
Oh, yeah.
It was one day that I didn't have to get up by an alarm or by a certain time. I didn't even know what to do with myself. So I'm up and I'm watching this show. There's nothing else on. No golf, no peripheral sports. I'm not going to watch ice skating. I'm just going to say that right now.
But it's on the Ocho.
On the Ocho. So I'm watching this reporter, and you can't really see him, but he's amongst the cars, and he's talking about how, here, I will do this like this. Well, I'm here at the International Car Show,
Yep.
and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one here for me to talk to. But not just that, there's no one supervising me.
Yeah.
And I have all of these beautiful cars around me. Oh, look, here's a 1957 yellow Ford Thunderbird. Oh, that's a beautiful car. Let me just shimmy and scratch my way on the paint so I can lay on the trunk as if I were one of the car models at a car show.
Right.
Let me do that. That sounds like a great idea. And he does.
He got his butt up there. He got both feet on
Shoes
the trunk
on.
of the car. Yep, shoes on. Both feet on the trunk of the car. But that's not even the worst of it. So that's bad.
Please take it, Ron,
That's
because
bad.
my head may explode here.
So then he goes, "Oh, look at this T-Bird," and he goes, "And there's nobody here to tell me I can't get in it."
Right.
And so he opens the door. Well, they're parked only this far apart. The
Right.
cars are parked very,
There's 3 feet maybe.
not even. Yeah, in this case, it was probably a foot and a half. He opens door, bam,
Into the T-Bird next to it.
one T-Bird into the next T-Bird. He goes, "Oops," and he kind of closes the door, rubs the edge. And
Yeah, he
goes,
rubs it like this.
"Yeah, like that'll fix
That'll
it."
be fine. No one will ever know.
It's just a little door ding.
But it didn't stop there.
Then he gets inside the car, and then he goes, "Oh, look, he's got some kind of a."
Starting fluid.
Yeah, he goes. He's looking through the guy's stuff inside the car.
Yeah. Now I'm watching. Keep your thought. I'm watching this, and I don't know if you know or not, but I host a radio show that's a car show
Oh.
here in Sacramento.
I heard Adam burned me a little bit yesterday.
Oh, he did,
I
huh?
was mad.
Okay, well maybe we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And so, as a car guy, now I'm watching this in my garage, and I've got my cup of coffee, and I got a cigarette going, and I'm watching, and all of a sudden I find that I'm standing, and I'm looking at the television as this guy is doing this live, and I'm going, "What the F?
Yeah.
What a total and utter disregard for other people's property." God only knows how much time and, of course, money that this person who owns this car has put into it. And this punk of a reporter thinks he's going to be funny.
Yeah. And having watched the show, he was off as a reporter. He was not there for a while. He started his own, I want to say it was like a CrossFit gym. And I think maybe it wasn't making as much money as he thought it would. And now he's back as a reporter. Well, he was. Was again a reporter for this KMAX. But my thought was like, hey, if I came to your gym and I started wrecking equipment that you paid for, would you be upset? Maybe. And and some of the cars, there's kind of a thing where they'll get a car that's been in a garage for 40 years.
A barn find, they call it.
Yes. And it has a certain patina to it.
Right.
And so you don't want to repair it.
No.
When, maybe the body was perfectly straight, but the paint was just a little bit faded, and that's the way they run it. They leave it just exactly like that, and they're so original and so amazing that they're still out and running after, like in this case, 60 years. And then for somebody to jump on a car or to door ding it and cause you to have to repair it, there's no way you can match a patina.
No, you can't match a paint. No.
So
and maybe you can buff it out.
Maybe. So the thing that Adam said yesterday that burned me was because he jumped on a couple cars. In fact, he jumped on a brand new 2020 Explorer.
Right, and was told to get off.
Yes. So Adam, your producer, said, well, they're just cars.
Right.
You can lay on a car.
Right.
No. My little red Corvette, if somebody laid on my car, I would pull them off by their ear. Ain't nobody gonna lay on my car. And you know what? Fiberglass, you're not gonna door ding or dent fiberglass, but it's the paint.
Yeah.
And I have enough tools here and products that I can rub it out, unless it scratches. If you happen to jump on with 501s and your rivets, scratch the paint. It's a different story. But trust me, ain't nobody want you jumping on their car.
I'm reading, as you're talking, Ron, I'm reading the live chat, and people are saying, do you have the video? Actually, yeah. It's posted on my Facebook page, not the Men Are So Smart page, but my page, Lou Gallagher.
And Julio wants to know if he was punished. He was fired.
Yeah, and how old? He's about 30.
Yeah, he's about 30, and he was fired within about an hour of that incident.
Yeah, and it was funny because the part that Ronnie spoke about, the 2020 Ford Explorer, I didn't see that live because I ran in the house to tell my wife. I couldn't even believe what was happening.
Yeah.
In front of my eyes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And
she goes, they should fire him.
What I know about this reporter is and K-Max, this show, Good Day Sacramento, all of their reporters are pretty light, and they keep it light. I mean, obviously, if they're covering the fires, they have a more serious tone.
They separate it, so it's.
But for the most part, they're covering fun events,
right.
And they ask funny questions, and people get a kick out of them. I've never found this reporter to be funny, although he tries. And I think this was his attempt at doing something funny and crazy, and it backfired. And it was not. I've never seen him do anything funny or crazy.
Mm-hmm. It was out of his.
It's really it's not in his wheelhouse. He is. I don't know. Some people have a sense of humor, and some people just don't. And he just really. I don't think he has much of a. He's not very creative as far as making people laugh.
All right. Let's see. Where are we, Ronnie, in the hour?
Oh,
approximately, please.
Well, we can look.
We're going to get
40 minutes.
Oh, we're past. Okay.
Yep.
Let me see if there's something else I want to do before I do that. We could talk about the World Series very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do our draft in just a moment. And today we're going to draft the greatest rock bands of all time. Okay? I was going to say just the greatest bands of all time, but I didn't want Tommy Dorsey. And I knew that would come up in the chat.
What about Count Basie?
I know you people. I know how you think. Okay, so in minutes we're gonna draft the greatest 3 rock bands for each of our teams.
Okay.
And we will settle it as to who goes first, or has the option to defer by rock paper scissors.
Yep.
Rochambeau.
Yeah.
Okay. So World Series, nobody cares.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's unbelievably interesting, and I'm not sure if this ever happened through 4 games where the home team hasn't won a game.
It's never happened before.
And I've not been watching. I don't follow the Astros or the
Nor
Nationals.
do I, but it's baseball. My grandson and I watch it.
Yeah, but my wife and I both watched the very first game. I thought it was great, and I thought, wow, boy, to steal one,
Hmm.
to steal one away from home, that's huge. And then, yeah, nobody's won a home game, so wasn't that huge after all?
Uh, yeah. Interesting. There's not quite as many home runs being hit in the World Series or in the playoffs. They talked about a juiced ball all year long.
It's because the pitching gets better.
Hmm.
The further you go up through the playoffs, the pitching gets better and better. Hitters are still going to hit, but they get less mistakes to hit. Most home run hitters are hitting the ball straight out over the middle of the plate, and most of these pitchers on these teams are not going to throw a lot of things right smack down the middle of the
This
plate.
is where you see a lot of bats being broken with pitches.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we got that going on in sports. Also in sports, Ronnie, your 49ers.
Undefeated.
How the hell did that happen?
You know what? I think they're probably the worst undefeated team at this point in the season. Today will be a big test. They're facing the Panthers, who I think are 4-2, if I'm not mistaken, and they're playing with their backup quarterback, who is playing better than Cam Newton. So I've been watching a little bit of sports, and they're saying that Cam might be done in Carolina, even
Hmm.
after he comes back from injury. He's probably not going to start.
Well, we were talking about this in pre-production this morning that it's so funny how every time a quarterback goes down for a team injured, Colin Kaepernick's name comes up and how he would be perfect for that team. He'd just
Right.
step right in, but yet it never happens.
No. Because only Colin Kaepernick thinks that he would be great on that team. The people, and he has his support crew out there, and that's great. But you know what? He got exposed when he was on the 49ers. He cannot throw a pass with any touch on it. Everything is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball that he certainly gets it to the target quickly, but not everybody can catch that. So, hey, so do you know what Colin Kaepernick and Chick-fil-A have in common?
Fry sauce.
No, neither one work on Sundays. Yep. So,
You got that going for you,
so that's a bonus.
which is nice. All right, let's do some live chat. What do we got
All
going on
right.
in the chat room?
Let me see. Rusty's asking Sasha about 219, scrapbook 219.
Hmm.
He says many rabbits were harmed in the making of it. They went
Going
down some rabbit
rabbit
holes.
holes. Yeah.
Sasha says she has started it. Let's see. Sakar, oh, this message was retracted. What? And we didn't do it.
Hmm.
YouTube obviously thought it was something was weird. Um, oh, so Otis Magoo is saying that the 49ers have good D, and they are playing really good defense. I mean, just the last week they shut out the Redskins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They are
Wasn't that
playing.
like 9-0 though?
Yeah, yeah. It was the conditions were terrible, so it was pretty tough. Um, Otis also thinks that the Astros are going to pull it off. You know what? I think the last two games we're seeing what got the Astros where they are. They are definitely they have some pretty lively bats.
Oh, that one guy. What's his name?
Bergman or
No, on the Astros, the second baseman. I think that's who it is.
oh,
Oh, damn it, I
I
forget.
can't think of his name either.
Yeah,
Starts with a C, I think.
he's a pain in my butt. All year long, he's been a pain
He
in
is
my
that
Yankee
good.
butt.
Let's see. Shat says good.
Paul, good morning. Hi, buddy.
He
Great
says
to see
greetings
you.
from somewhere in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Oh, you know what? I have not seen Shats in here before.
So is it snowing there today?
Yeah, yeah. Well, how's the weather there? Let's see. Uh, Ebby 7 Martin. I know. See you. Oh, uh-oh. Hope she's not talking about us.
Altuve.
Yes, there you
Oh,
go.
thank you,
Yes.
Sakar.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to,
He's good. He's
yeah.
really good. In fact, I think he's the one that kind of sealed their playoff series
I
for
think
him.
he won Rookie of the year that Aaron Judge was up
Oh,
for it.
yep,
Yeah, and he's that good. I mean,
yep.
I saw a magical play at third base last night that I don't even know how it was possible. That guy with the beard that plays third base,
Oh,
and who's might be the MVP of the year. He made a dive for a ball that was going right over the bag, went down, caught it, went down, got back up, and made a throw like I could not believe to first base to get the runner.
I,
Man, oh man, if that's any indication of what he's done all season.
you know, I'm, I don't really have, I don't have a dog in this fight, so
Well, I don't either, Ronnie.
I don't really care who wins. But since the Nationals have never won, they've never even been in a World Series till this year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of secretly rooting for them. So hopefully they can pull it off. I don't know. I think the Astros have just the last two games, last night for sure, we've seen the real team.
Well, I kind of thought baseball season was over for me, but as usual, I end up
You
watching.
watch.
So,
Yeah.
all right, Ronnie, let's get to our fantasy draft
All right.
for this week.
Okay.
Now, if you're new to our program, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday morning wherever you are. Did we get an answer as to whether or not it's snowing in New Mexico?
Let's see. Shats, are you there?
No.
No,
All right.
nothing. No.
We want to know.
Yep.
Okay, so the way that this works is as follows. We will play Rochambeau to determine who goes first with the first pick in the first round. Now, the advantage is you have everything on the table. So, to make it equal, the person who loses the Rochambeau gets to go twice and gets two picks.
Right.
Now, when you win rock, paper, scissors, you have the option of going first, or you can defer
Right.
and go second. So there's a couple of strategies to be thought about here. And today our topic is greatest rock bands of all time. I have a feeling that most of these are going to come from the 70s.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
I would like to just give you a hint as to who I might go with if I go first, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
ABBA.
Damn. There goes my number one pick.
All right, now we're even.
That
Okay.
means it all comes down to rock, paper, scissors.
I'm going ABBA. Wait a minute, I hadn't thought about this. I got a strategy, but I hadn't thought about it. Okay, I know. All right.
Okay.
Ronnie threw paper. I threw rock. I didn't see
And
that coming.
I think that both of the bands that I would pick as number one, I think they're both equal. And so I'm going to defer because I'm going to take two picks in a row.
That was my strategy.
Because I don't think you can go wrong with either of the first two picks.
Beatles.
Rolling Stones, the Eagles.
Oh man.
Yep. I just won. Yep. Rolling Stones, Eagles. There's your winner, folks. Right there.
All right, now I pick two.
Yep.
For my first pick in the second round, I'd like to go with the band who everyone listened to in the 70s, and their most popular song was the theme for so many homecoming dances.
Oh.
And I'm going to take Led Zeppelin.
Oh, God.
And then, Ronnie, you left another one on the table that unfortunately is really going to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Aerosmith.
Ah. Those are pretty solid.
Okay, so I have Beatles, I have Aerosmith, and I have
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are my picks. Ronnie has
Rolling Stones,
Stones, Eagles, and his final
and
pick.
the greatest live album of all time,
Oh, really?
Peter Frampton.
Okay, that crossed my mind.
Peter Frampton. Frampton Comes Alive.
I didn't have him on my list, though. I can tell you that. It
Yep.
wasn't on my list. All right, so there you go. Who wins this week? Now, remember, you vote for the team who
Mama
you think
Llama
is the
said Pink
best.
Floyd. Pink Floyd's solid.
Pink Floyd made my list.
Really solid.
But Ronnie, when he deferred, kind of threw me off my game just a little bit. I thought he would go first and pick Beatles. So when he didn't, I had to go Beatles.
Yep.
As the greatest rock band of all time.
Yep.
And Eagles.
And see, when we were growing up, you were either a Beatles fan
or Stones,
Stones fan.
Mm-hmm.
You could not be both.
And the Beatles were the good boys with the mop tops and the suits, and the Rolling Stones were their back alley rock and roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were crazy.
And they still are.
Shat says Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden. You know what? Those are both good.
I might call those hard rock, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, then what's Aerosmith?
But
they're commercial.
Yeah, they're a little more. I think Steven Tyler has kind of brought them pretty mainstream.
Jay, what does J.A. Street say? Jay, thank you.
Yep. Let's see, Marshall Tucker Band.
No, that's not what he said.
Oh, wait. I'm looking for
J Street. Sorry, Ronnie.
Oh,
Lou got you this week.
Wow.
Well,
Jay, you know what?
Was it Beatles?
Beatles and Led Zeppelin is solid.
I think so too.
But I don't think you can. I mean, Beatles and Rolling Stones, they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
So then it goes to your number 2 and your number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I felt pretty good with the Eagles, who are still one of the world's greatest bands ever. They're still touring and selling out stadiums.
Rick says Ronnie wins again.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Kiss. Mark Connor says Kiss. Wow.
That crossed my list.
Because they have their own army.
They do.
So.
Yeah. If you were to ask me who your favorite band of all time is, I know Beatles, I know Rolling Stones, I know Led Zeppelin, but I would honestly go Eagles.
Because you know what? I've seen the Eagles twice. I've never seen the Rolling Stones, and I've never seen the Beatles. So, and my God, the Eagles put on a live show like you can't even imagine. I've seen Garth Brooks, who puts on a really good live show, a very good live show.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I hate to say this, I've seen Taylor Swift because I did the bomb sweep for the stadium that she was playing.
I remember that.
And they gave me 2 free tickets. So my wife and I went to see Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a production. It was like a Broadway show. It probably was. I don't know a single one of her songs by name. I don't have anything. I'm not a Swiftie. I don't have any music of hers on my iPod or anything. But the show itself was over the top amazing. It was like seeing a live production of a musical. She must have played about 8 different instruments, and she played them all well. It was an amazing show. It was the best live show I've ever seen. Music-wise, though, yeah, it's tough to beat the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Eagles are really, God, they're so good.
Taylor Swift has grown up to be a very beautiful young lady.
Absolutely.
She really has.
Yeah. And she knows what to do.
She knows her audience.
She knows her audience. Yeah. She's killing it.
All right. So just for the record, some honorable mentions. I did have Pink Floyd on my list.
Journey.
Journey did not make my list.
I like Journey quite a bit.
I had Cars, Kansas, and then this one here that I don't talk about.
Which one?
That one there.
Oh,
I didn't want to mention that one.
Oh, yeah.
And I also had Alabama.
More Than a Feeling. Oh.
But in the country world, I'm a country guy.
Yeah.
In the country world, people always go, well, the greatest band, the country band of all time is Alabama. So I was thinking that. But I'll be honest with you, if I had to choose my favorite country band of all time, or no, not my favorite, the best country band of all time, hands down, beyond any reasonable doubt, Zach Brown Band.
Oh, wow.
They are incredible. And
I did not see that coming.
every song, Ronnie, is unique unto itself. No song sounds alike. They have such a brilliant orchestration of their songs, and the same musicians that they use in the studio to record are the same ones that they tour with.
So more so than Garth Brooks.
Well,
Because
Garth Brooks isn't a band, Ronnie. I'm not saying Zach Brown. I'm saying Zach Brown Band.
but Garth Brooks, it's a band that you can see, that you can go see a live production of. I I thought that Garth Brooks put on a show that was unbelievable. My wife was a huge Garth Brooks fan, and so she drugged me. In fact, he played like 5 shows here, I don't know, a few years
in a
ago.
row.
She went to 3 of them.
Wow.
So I went to one, which was plenty. And she said every show was different, which is pretty unique. He has, I don't know, 300 songs to choose from, probably,
Oh yeah.
and probably 100 hits. But I really would have thought that you were going to say Garth.
No, I'm not a Garth fan.
Oh, really?
I was at first, and some things just changed my mind, and I'm not even going to go into them. But we've got some great suggestions. Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, and then Jackson Brown.
Yeah.
I recently bought a 2 CD greatest hits of Jackson Brown. I can't hardly play it in the car because it's so relaxing. It is his music is just so it's like a breath of fresh air. It's so
Yeah.
relaxing.
Coming
and
from
easy to
you, that
listen
means a
to.
lot.
I really enjoy Jackson Brown. And he's a
REO,
great songwriter.
Van Halen.
I saw REO just a month or two ago. Good show. Also saw Foreigner. Foreigner, honestly, a little bit better than REO. I thought they were honest to God, true rock stars. They played every bit the part of it. Alice Cooper, I saw Alice Cooper last year, killed it for how he's over 70 years old. He was amazing. His show was really amazing. So I've seen some good shows.
Jason, we were talking rock, and now we're talking country, and we're just talking music. Y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all equals all y'all.
Yeah. And see, and I'm not I don't hate
Dwight Yoakam. I saw Dwight Yoakam.
yeah.
Oh, there's a song out right now that you'll find right here on this very great YouTube channel. It's Dwight Yoakam performing with Keith Urban and the Osborne Brothers, and they're doing "Fast as You." And after they rock the crap out of that song, Dwight Yoakam turns around and starts walking off, and one of the Osborne Brothers goes, "That's Dwight freaking Yoakam, y'all!" You got to watch that video. There's some great suggestions here. Doobie Brothers, Ronnie, your favorite rock and tune.
My Rocking Down the Highway.
Right.
Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, I play that. We on my radio show we play 3 songs
Right.
in the hour, and they're car related or cruising related or whatever. And Ronnie's is Rocking Down the Highway.
Rocking Down the Highway.
No doubt about it.
Yep.
And that is a rockin' mother.
Mama Llama says she also saw Alice Cooper live, and he's truly awesome. His show he did the one song, can't think of which song it was, but he's out there with probably a 15-foot live snake.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, I was always afraid of him until I saw him as a golfer.
Yes.
He's the sweetest man.
It's like you could be afraid of Charles Barkley
Yeah.
until you see him on the golf course.
Right.
And then he's an act just like the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly. My wife keeps mine in her purse. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah.
Bob Seger. There's another. Oh, gosh.
I think he's done touring though.
Yeah.
I think he's finally done.
His best years are behind him, but boy, his best years were pretty damn good.
Merle Haggard has a rockin' band. Lori James is a country fan. I can tell.
Hey,
She's going back to my roots.
Evelyn Curry says Dolly Parton for a couple of reasons.
What couple of reasons?
Yeah.
We don't understand.
Schatz also says Eddie Rabbit. But you know what? I just watched something the other day. I happened to stumble across it. It was Jim Stafford, who is an old kind of a country.
He's country.
He's a little country, but he also does some pop music. and he did a song called Spiders and Snakes.
Right.
And he does a duet with a very young Dolly Parton. You may not even recognize her. You have to go through and look at the YouTube video. Jim Stafford, Spiders and Snakes with Dolly Parton. It's so cute. It is really, really cute.
Okay, I think that brings us to the conclusion of our hour, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I hate
Yep.
to cut it off. We love spending time with you, and he and I spending time together.
Yep.
I will say this: if there is something you'd like for us to address or something you'd like to say, do it right now
Yeah.
on our live chat, okay? I'll
Johnny
give you a couple
Cash.
of minutes.
Johnny Cash just popped up.
Never did see Johnny Cash live, but man, I am a huge fan.
Yeah.
You know, I talk about this a lot, and I'm
He's
sorry.
a storyteller, songwriter.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, which is amazing.
And, you know, I mean, he writes about love in a really rough, manly way. And
Yeah.
I don't mean aggressively, but my wife and I do this thing on Friday and Saturday night, mostly Saturday night, where 5 o'clock rolls around and we drop what we're doing and it's cocktail hour. And so for, I don't know, maybe an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how long dinner will take, we sit out there and she has a glass of wine and I have a beer and maybe a shot of tequila, as Ron knows, and not a lot. No. And you know what? I really, honestly, I take about that much tequila, about that much tequila in the shot. That's it.
Yeah.
And I believe it's good for you. So,
Hasn't killed you yet.
no,
Yeah.
and things could have. In any case, I play music for an hour or so. And I play music that she and I both like. And we don't exactly agree on things. I think I really got her into country. She never was a country fan back in the day when I was listening to Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard growing up. But I play music, and Johnny Cash always makes the playlist. And it might be something old, like dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. Or it might be something like Hurt.
Oh,
Have you ever heard him do that song?
yes.
Oh, that's powerful.
That's a deep, hard song,
Oh,
man.
and see, that's what I mean. It's just so raw and hard and country and great writing.
Yeah.
It's so I know he didn't write that song, but
Because it was done by a pretty hard, deep metal band
Yeah.
first. I can't remember who did
Nine
it.
Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, their version is good.
True.
Johnny Cash's version is dark.
Okay, so let's see.
Dark.
Should chili contain beans? Yes or no? That's a great question. Ronnie, I'll go ahead and I'll take it.
Yes, definitely.
I think it should contain beans.
Yeah.
But hamburger meat. That's what I like.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll tell you how I eat it. I think I told you this before, Ronald.
Yeah.
I like it over mashed potatoes.
Oh.
That's a lot of starch. I know.
I like mine with some saltines
Oh, those are very
broken
good
up
too.
in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Broken up inside. That's good.
Beans on the side with green chili.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Martin says never heard of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see. Better take that salt and thyme out of my glove box. Otis Magoo. Otis.
glove box. No, I'm going to save mine for when I get home.
And Jimmy Fast, thick chili with beans. I just we went to a car show about a month ago. It's called Hot Chili Cool Cars. And part of it is it's a big car show, but they also have a chili cook-off tasting.
Oh, they ever taste that on the radio? I
Yeah,
heard
it's
it. Yeah.
like $5 and you get
Right.
I can't remember,
Mhm.
like 30 different, they're tiny little samples of chili. I don't like it when the chili, because a lot of people will make their chili burning hot. If it's burning hot just for the sake of being hot, I don't see the purpose.
I don't either.
If it doesn't add to the flavor, and honestly, some of it is too hot. If it's too hot, I'm just like turned off.
In radio, you get solicited to come out to events as like a judge. And I know for a lot of years I would go up to Reno and they had a rib cook-off up there.
They still do.
Or they still do? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was one of the things. I'd come up and I'd broadcast a show for 3 or 4 hours up there. And then I'd go taste the chili, or they'd bring it to me actually.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, they had a chili one too.
You want to talk about a burning ring of fire the next day?
Oh my God, people, why?
Yeah.
Don't you want to have it so it's edible and you can enjoy it rather than having to get the fire extinguisher out of the garage?
Okay. Lou and Ronnie fan 500. He was our 500th
Yeah, still is.
subscriber. He says turkey noodle soup over mashed potatoes. Happy Thanksgiving. You know what? I I could give that a try. I'm not beyond that. Both of them are good. It's
Soup on tomatoes?
yeah.
I mean potatoes.
Chili beans with tamales. Big fan. Thank you, Abby7. Yeah.
Ronnie, you got a favorite Thanksgiving food? I know we haven't even gotten through Halloween yet.
You know what? My mom
Hmm.
made the absolute best stuffing.
My mom did too.
God, I
And my
could.
wife makes that recipe now.
My mother-in-law. I think it's my mother-in-law makes the dressing.
Hmm.
It's good, but it's not like my mom's. God dang, my mom's
Never
was.
could be.
And my mom got the recipe from her mom. My grandma's was the best until my mom started making it, and
Hmm.
it's exactly the same. It's really good, but
What part of the turkey do you like best? Breast, leg?
I'm kind of a white meat guy.
So
Yeah, it's a little
breast.
dry, but that's where you just put a little gravy over it.
No one knows the difference for sure.
It's good.
I'm a wing guy.
Oh,
Love the wings, and
wow.
when we have it, I get both wings. And you can
Yeah,
have everything else.
yeah. You can have my wings because
Okay.
they're not going to be eaten here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you usually have rolls as well? And
Yep.
you have the green beans with the
We have a green bean
casserole?
casserole.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then this is one thing, and I think my wife has started doing this now, but my mother-in-law started it. It's a yam casserole with marshmallows melted on
Oh, I
top.
love that. Yeah, my wife makes that too.
So good.
Marsh with the marshmallows. Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
so good.
bestest part. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Let's see.
Do you want
Uh,
us to keep going a little longer,
Jimmy
people?
Fast also his mom's was stovetop dressing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Jimmy, did you grow up in an orphanage?
Stovetop is good in in a situation where maybe you're having some baked chicken or something and you need something quick, but Thanksgiving, that's got it. You know what the secret ingredient is in stuffing?
Love. Yeah. And,
We're such doofuses.
and then
Who gave us the show?
Otis Magoo eating with the Swansons in the little tin,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
the little tin
sure.
thing.
Turkey breasts. Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
remember. And green beans.
When I
Hmm.
was when I was living on my own in my first apartment,
Hmm.
I had Swanson's Hungry Man, I think they were called, or
Yeah.
something.
Hmm.
Big servings of mashed potatoes, turkey, and gravy,
Yeah.
and green beans, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
not a chicken lover. I'm not really big on the poultry. I've had duck.
Yeah.
I've had pheasant.
I just had offered, my buddies went up pheasant hunting yesterday, and they were going to be bringing home probably 8 pheasant. They thought, they asked me if I wanted some. I'm like, you know what? I've shot and eaten my own pheasant before. It's all right, but
What if you did it in your smoker?
you know what? That might actually be better. I'll have to see. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
that
look into
offer
that.
probably still stands. I might
And then
still.
remember what did you do last time? Salmon? And
Salmon
you saved me a little bit?
was the best.
Yeah, just save me a little of that smoked pheasant though.
That was the salmon was the best. You
Call
can't.
those
I
dudes.
don't think I can match
All
that.
right. My
All
grandma
right.
made the best stuffing, but can anyone really compete with stovetop? Yes.
And
Yes, they
Jacob
can.
Eyes, do they use the gizzard? Yes.
No.
My family did. My family was all from Germany. My grandma was first generation in the United States. They used the gizzard. Like, no, thank you. And what about beets? How do you feel about beets?
I like beet soup.
Oh,
You ever had that?
no.
Oh, well, that's what poor people ate back in the 50s. And that's why I had that.
Yep. I never been a big fan of beets.
Hmm. My grandma used to always make kidney soup too. I won't go into that, but it was good. Yeah, beet soup with potatoes in it and bacon and peppercorns.
Evelyn Curry says pheasant under glass. I have eaten pheasant at a fancy schmancy restaurant before, and it was good. But you know what? It's very similar. It tastes very similar to chicken. I think all bird probably tastes pretty similar.
Yeah, and that's when people say, "Your frog legs? Oh yeah, they taste like chicken." I don't like chicken. Why would I like frog legs?
I have had dove because we used to go dove hunting.
I had a Dove bar once.
It's a little different.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is?
yeah, it's a little different. And my worst experience with the dove was
The stick up its butt?
no, as I was chewing it, I bit into a shotgun BB.
Oh,
And I'm like, god damn it. I thought I got them all, but yeah, it's hard to if they're and the dove are so small. The only thing you can really eat is the breast.
yeah,
There's not a lot of meat on a dove, and so you
yeah.
just eat the breast. And apparently, I had shot this thing right in the breast with one BB
Well, you're a breast
penetrated.
man anyway.
I kind of am.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah.
All right. What else?
Let's see. Slowing down a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
mouth. Yeah, MB7 mouth watering salmon.
Oh, it was delicious.
That was the best thing I've ever smoked.
Mm-hmm.
I did do a pulled pork. I did a pork butt, which made into pulled pork sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
My father-in-law said it was the best thing he ever tasted.
Can you say pork butt on the show?
I think that'll probably get bleeped out.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was also very good. But that salmon was over the top.
You need to do that again. Your buddy goes salmon fishing all
Yeah,
the time.
he brought me 6 pounds of salmon last time, and it was gone
Dang it,
in
that was good.
days. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
so
put
good.
it in my fridge and I had some and then I put it in the fridge. When I came back, it was almost all gone.
Yeah,
And I don't know who got to
it
that.
don't last long. I took 2 pounds to the sheriff's department during a briefing before a shift every day. We have a quick little briefing, tell about wanted people and bolos and what have you and stuff. And I took 2 pounds in there, and these briefings take 15 minutes, gone.
Gone.
2 pounds gone like that. Like, wow. So it was good.
Yeah, we got to do that again.
Yep.
Maybe I'll even buy the salmon. Well, or you can catch it. One of the two.
Yeah.
You're going to go fishing
Yep.
before I do. All right. What's on tap for you today, Ron? Somebody wants to know.
I'm watching a little football. I'm going to watch 49ers. They start playing a 105, playing the Carolina Panthers.
We better get going here.
Yep.
Okay. So, in case you don't know, we have moved our recorded shows to Tuesday and Thursday and live on either Saturday or Sunday. We're going to see how this goes. Ronnie's trying to work his schedule around.
Yep.
We hope you enjoy. We hope you enjoy these live shows. I'll be honest with you. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning trying to get ready for this.
He was so excited. He just can't hide it.
I
He's about to lose control.
I can't deny
I
it.
think I like it.
Yeah. So we do this. I'm not looking for sympathy here. I'm just saying we do this because our audience wanted us to go live, and well, here we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So.
Oh, Lou and Ronnie fan 500 says go Emmanuel Sanders. 49ers made a big
Oh yeah.
trade. Made
Yeah.
a big
The
trade.
running back.
No, their wide receiver.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
They
That's right. Yeah.
finally got a wide receiver one,
Mhm.
which they have not. They've got like 4 wide receiver twos. They didn't really have a wide receiver one. Now they've got one. So their offense might get going a little bit.
Rick Clemenson says these shows are fantastic.
And Jimmy Fast, come on, man. He says everyone go email Forrest.
You didn't hear a word I said, did you, Jimmy? All right.
Jimmy just likes to be difficult.
I know he
which we can appreciate that because that's kind of what we do. And Shat says go Broncos. I'm okay with that because maybe we'll see him in the Super Bowl.
Are they in your conference? No, they're in the AFC.
They're
That's
the
right.
AFC, yeah.
Okay. So Tuesday, Thursday, and a live show either on Saturday or Sunday. We'll try to let you know.
Yep.
Check us out on iTunes. Just do a search for Men Are So Smart. I think you do it all with no spaces.
I've done it both ways and it comes up either way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Or Gallagher Entertainment.
Yep.
Either way. And you know what I also noticed? I think my podcast and my radio shows are on there.
Really? That's odd.
I don't know how.
I didn't see them, but I wasn't. The first thing that pops up when you type Men Are So Smart in are these shows. So
Okay.
I didn't go any further.
All right. So if you're looking for a podcast to follow, do it. You can review our shows. It's new to us and we're just learning, but we managed to get that done.
Most
The
days.
technology.
Yeah. Yeah. We conquered it.
It's
Well, you did.
I spent 6 hours trying to get a god dang picture to upload that was the right size. I swear to God, I didn't have one picture that it would accept. So
Nice.
finally, I just used one of theirs and said, "Screw this."
Oh, I wondered where that picture came from.
Yes,
I liked it actually.
it's like
It's like a
mind
head
blown.
exploding.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that's there. Check out our Facebook page. I've been posting a lot of really good memes on there lately.
Yeah.
Check it out. Um, so that's at Men Are So Smart. Ronnie's email is,
Ronnie at menaresosmart.com.
and mine is Lou at menaresosmart.com. We have a website as well, which is menaresosmart.com. This all seemed to come together, didn't it?
Just
Somebody was thinking.
yep.
Um, so
It's
there's
full
lots of ways.
circle.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to get a hold of us or find out more about us. I think we're even going to try to take a few pictures today in our studio
Okay.
and give you a little behind the scenes look. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting, Ronnie? Oh, if you want to see the video of that guy on the cars at the auto show, go to my Facebook page, Lou Gallagher. You know how to spell it, Lou. And that's going to about do it, Ronnie. I think I'm going to go home. I'm going
You
to
know what?
have a little breakfast.
I did want to say, I just wanted to point out, and I'm not sure if he's still here, I haven't seen him comment, but Rick Plumtree was here.
Randy
Tree.
Plumtree.
Randy, I'm sorry,
Plumtree.
Randy Plumtree,
Mhm.
yeah, was on here.
He is a great fan of ours. I used to play football and went to high school with him. Great guy. He coached at Sacramento State for a while.
And apparently he doesn't live in this area
No, he lives in
anymore.
Arizona now.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
He retired to Arizona.
Yep.
Looks like he's having a great time down there. Randy, thank you.
Don't have to worry about too many fires in Arizona.
No, nothing to burn.
Sand doesn't burn.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so we should get out of here.
Yep.
Thank you for attending Mass today. You can tell everybody I went to church. Close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks to everybody in the chat room. I don't get to see any of those because of our situation. I'll try to work on that.
Could have used your phone probably,
Yeah.
but that means you got to hold it up.
And then I got all the other stuff that we're going to talk about on the phone, and then I got to go be back and forth. And
That's all right.
whatever.
Sasha pointed it out, and I wanted to tell her, yeah, that's true. And
Okay.
Hooli says thanks, Lou and Ronnie.
Thanks, Uli.
Thank you.
Okay. This has been yet another Sunday Morning Mass for October 27th, 2019. I'm Lou Gallagher,
I am Corvette Ronnie.
and we'll see you the next time.
Let's try to end this.
Wish us luck.
Come on. Is it ended? Let's see. There's a little delay here, so. Goodbye to you all. Bye, Rick. Oops. Church. Come on.